Hi everyone, welcome back to Coin World UK. Today I'd like to do a £2 coin hunt. Got a few coins here to go through, so let's just get straight into this. We have the Robert Burns. Actually, I really don't understand what Robert Burns is, but we have the Robert Burns, £2. And we have the World War I Army Centenary. We have the Shakespeare's Histories. We have the Shakespeare's Tragedies. Awesome find. We have the abolition of the slave trade. We have St. Paul's Cathedral, World War II D-Day. We have the Florence Nightingale £2 coin, the birth of Florence Nightingale. We have the London to Rio handover Olympics. We have another Shakespeare's Histories. And we have the locomotive Trevithick. Okay, that's bag number 1. Now we're going to go on to bag number 2. Just going to move these up the way. I will go over these in a second. We have the Charles Dickens. We have the third Shakespeare's Histories. We have another abolition of the slave trade. We have another Charles Dickens. We have Isambard Kingdom Brunel effigy. We have the Florence Nightingale birth. We have the Charles Dickens. We have another Rio handover. We have the 2012 technologies. I'll just put that over there. We have King James's Bible. Okay. Now we have our third bag. I have a 2007 technologies. We have another Isambard Kingdom Brunel effigy. We have the St. Paul's Cathedral D-Day. And there's one around here somewhere. There it is. We have the DNA double helix. We have another locomotive. I love that coin. We have the gunpowder plot, fireworks Skyforks. We have technologies 2005. We have the Welsh Commonwealth Games £2. We have a 2003 technologies. And we have a 2004 technologies. On to the next bag. This is a cool coin. We have the 2050 World War I Navy with the flag era. We have the 2007 Act of the Union. We have Lord Kitchener World War I Centenary. We have Paddington Arches, another part of the Isambard Kingdom Brunel series. Again, another the Arches, Paddington Station in London, Brunel Arches, the Underground. So that's two of those. The abolition of the slave trade. I'm pretty sure somebody's over here somewhere. We have the London Underground Roundel. Awesome coin. We have Darwin, sorry. Not Charles Dickens, Charles Darwin. His birth year. Evolution. We have another Robert Burns. I know there's a Robert Burns on here somewhere. There we go. And then we have the World War I Navy, and I'll just show you that one again. There's the flag era, and then there's the no flag era. So that's one you're looking for. I'll pop that onto the next bag. I'll just move the camera over a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And we have, I have to look at this very closely. That is the English Commonwealth Games 2002. Pop that there. And then we have the 2008 Olympics to 2012. And then we have the 2008 Olympic Centenary. Then we have a 1998 Technologies. Then we have a 2002 Technologies. A 2001 Technologies. We found a Scottish Commonwealth Games, £2. Awesome. And then we found a 2008 Technologies, a 1908 abolition of the slave trade, and now we this is awesome. This is the Northern Ireland, very rare 2002 Commonwealth Games coin. I mean, absolutely really rare to find one of them. And on to the next bag. There we go, next bag. So what I'm going to do is going to push these forward a second. Okay, just push them back. So open up the next bag. We have the Marconi transmission, 2010. Sorry, 2001, I believe. Oh, look at this. We have the World War I in the air, £2. And we have another 2015 flag era coin, in the Navy. And we have World War I Centenary Army. Now, where was that one? That was there. There it is. We have a 2006 Technologies. And we have another, the Arches Underground, Brunel, Paddington Station. And we have a 2007 Act of the Union. Awesome coin, lots of history. And we have another fantastic coin, one of my favourites, the Mary Rose. And we have the 2000 Technologies. And we have the 1999 Rugby World Cup. Absolutely awesome coin. And on to the next bag. And we have the St. Paul's Cathedral, D-Day. The Double Helix, DNA. Another 1999 Rugby World Cup winners. The Shakespeare's Histories. And there's quite a few of these. There we go, 4. Now we have a Charles Dickens. Act of the Union, 2007. A Double Helix, DNA. Just found one of them. There it is. And we have a Charles Dickens. And then we have another St. Paul's Cathedral, D-Day. Another locomotive, absolutely awesome coin. We know we have found a couple of those. There we go. And we have the Britannia, not sure what year that is, 2016. And then another Shakespeare's Histories. Next bag. Okay. Shakespeare's Histories. English 2002 Commonwealth Games. Awesome. I'm pretty sure that was the English over there. Another Shakespeare's Histories. The Isambard Kingdom Brunel effigy. The St. Paul's Cathedral D-Day. That's the awesome coin, the Magna Carta. King James Bible. Upside down. There we go. The Abolition of the Slave Trade, 1807. The Great Fire in London, 1666. The Brunel Arches of Paddington. The Underground. On to the next bag. We have the Britannia, 2016. Charles Dickens. The Rugby World Cup, 1999. Kitchener, World War One. Pop him over there, the other one, his twin. And we have Brunel's Effigy. Where is he? He's 4 of those. And we have the St. Paul's Cathedral D-Day. Absolutely awesome. The Brunel Arches. London Underground. The Shakespeare's Histories. St. Paul's Cathedral D-Day. And we have another Isambard King de Brunel Effigy. On to the next bag. (2010) sorry, I keep saying that's the one. 2001 Marconi. Pretty sure I had one of these. Another St. Paul's Cathedral D-Day. Another Underground, London Underground, Paddington Station Arches from Brunel. Florence Nightingale. Birth year. And where was she? She is somewhere. There we go. We have Lord Kitchener again. 2014. We have Robert Burns. Another effigy of Brunel. Where are you again? And there's quite a few of you somewhere. There we go. Another D-Day, St. Paul's Cathedral. And we have the arches. And we have the double helix DNA. Amazing coin. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to swap this around. So the taller one's at the back. And I'll be back in a second. Okay, just changed the order around a bit. And going to open the next bag. And we have another arches. St. Paul's Cathedral. Trinity Lighthouse. Charles Dickens. London Roundout Underground logo. Charles Darwin. Get this right this time. Florence Nightingale. If I can find her. No, I've moved her. There we go. And another Brunel Underground London Station, Paddington. And the Brunel Effigy. I know, moved him. There we go. Over there. The William Shakespeare's Histories. Charles Dickens. And the Gunpowder Plot. Where are you? There we go. Alrighty. On to the next bag. The Act of the Union. St. Paul's Cathedral. D-Day. Shakespeare's Histories. Charles Dickens. London Underground. St. Paul's Cathedral. Shakespeare's Histories. Abolition of the Slave Trade. Where are you? Let me. The Histories. And the London Olympic Centenary. Awesome coin. Gonna move these around for a second. So next bag. So move that. Move that. Move that. And almost knock them over. Alrighty. On to the next one. Act of the Union. London Underground, the train. Britannia, 2016. Isambard Kingdom Brow FG. Looking for it. There he is. And we have the Mary Rose. Where is ship? He is. Act of the Union. St. Paul's Cathedral. And that those over there. Looks like a building St. Paul's Cathedral. And we have Robert Burns. We have the London Underground train. And we have Robert Burns. To the next bag. St. Paul's Cathedral. I'll be up to the ceiling in a minute. And we have Trinity, the lighthouse. Need a lighthouse on top of those Taunton, St. Paul's. And we have Charles Dickens. Where are you? I know I moved you somewhere. There you are. And we have the locomotive, the DNA, double helix, London Underground, the arches, again, and we have Florence Nightingale, and we have Shakespeare's tragedies, oh my word, where are you? There you are. Shakespeare's histories, St. Paul's Cathedral, World War II, D-Day, London Underground with the train, on to the next bag. St. Paul's Cathedral, Shakespeare's histories, Britannia, 2016, St. Paul's Cathedral, D-Day, the guinea, my favourite coin, one of my favourite coins. So I'll put that. The double helix, where are you? Keep swapping and changing them again. We have Charles Darwin, double helix, DNA, Act of the Union, Charles Dickens, histories, Charles Dickens, next bag, locomotive, Trinity Lighthouse, the Lord Kitchener, World War I, London Underground, the train, the guinea, William Shakespeare's comedies, the double helix, the London Underground, the 2008 Olympic Centenary, London Underground, the arches at Paddington Station, Brunel. Something that Brunel built. So I'm just going to change these around a little bit. Give me a second. Okay, on to the next one. There's all my bags there. And there's some more I got to go there. And we have the Robert Burns. And I moved this one. There we go. And we have St. Paul's. And we have the Act of the Union, St. Paul's, the Gunpowder Plot, £2. We have the Shakespeare's Tragedies, Lord Kitchener, now I know I moved it, there we go, the Abolition of the Slave Trade, where are you? Here you go. And we have Histories, 2 lots of Histories there, 2 lots of St. Paul's there, and I think that's one I've split so far. And we have the Act of the Union, let's move that over there. Actually, move. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, just move them. Next bag. And we have the 2017 War from the Air. Absolutely love that coin, my favourite coins. And we have Florence Nightingale. Where did she go? She is. And we have the 2016 Britannia. We have the Magna Carta, 1215, with King John. Basically, the start of everyone's rights, really, that the king was not above all, and led to almost everybody's constitution. And we have the Navy, World War One. Where was that? There we go. The Abolition of the Slave Trade, 1807. The Great Fire of London, 1666. And we have the Act of the Union. Where did I put that? Over there. Britannia. Looking out for 2015. And we have the Arches of Paddington Station, one of Brunel's creations. Next one. Lord Kitchener. All right, where has he gone? Come on, I need you. There we go. Britannia, 2016. Act of the Union. Marconi, 2001. Got it right that time. Third time lucky. Britannia, 2016. Locomotive. Come on, where are you? There we are. Still at the station, no driver. And we have Shakespeare's Comedies. Come on, don't have a laugh. I know you're around here somewhere. Britannia, 2016. The Double Helix, DNA. What time I find this? I will be DNA. Where have you gone? Here you are, at the back. And we have the nice and shiny 2013 London Underground Roundel. And the next one. The Arches. I know you love seeing them. We have the Guinea. And we have the Histories, Shakespeare's Histories, the 3, the 1807 or 2007 Abolition of the Slave Trade, the London Underground Train, the Florence Nightingale. Where is she gone? There she is. And we have the Marconi wireless signal. And we have the Arches. Shakespeare's Tragedies. And we have Florence Nightingale, £2, Lady of the Lamp. By the time I keep finding her, I'll run out of electricity and probably will need a lamp. There we go. Charles Dickens. The Trinity Lighthouse. Charles Dickens. Another Charles Dickens. Another Charles Dickens. The London Underground Train. The Histories. The Act of the Union. Absolutely love this coin. There'll be a new act by the time I find this one again. There we go, over there in that corner. The effigy of Brunel. Still keep it. Because he is in my town as a statue. That's what I'm going to be like if I don't find him. And the Rugby World Cup, 1999. Alrighty. Britannia, 2016. And we have the Scottish 2002 Commonwealth Games. Absolutely awesome coin to find. There we go, that's 2 of those. Have I put on the wrong one? Nope. So they're really hard to tell when you find these. Apart from the Welsh one and the Scottish one. And then you've got the English one. Charles Dickens. And we have the Britannia 2016. The abolition of the slave trade. The effigy of Brunel. Found him that right. And then we have the double helix DNA. Now, where did you go? I know I just see it just a second ago. And we have the Trinity Lighthouse. And we have Marconi 2001. Where have you gone? Everything that's the same when you've done this for like a little while. We have the Guy Fawkes Bonfire Night. Remember. So what I'm going to do, I'm just pause it a second. I'm going to move these around, and then we're going to go on to the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bags. Okay, now you can't see it, but I've moved some of these coins back and doubled them up, and so we just carry on with the last 11 bags. And so hope you're not finishing off early, or hope I haven't bored you. I mean, I'm not going to put the vintage figures in and stuff like most people. I am still, I still do the older coins, and I love doing this, and don't get to do this very often. So thank you for sticking with me, and we're on to the next one. And we have the arches. I need to be pleased with that one. We have the Marconi. And we have the Kingdom Brunel. And I did move him over here somewhere. There he is. And we have D-Day. Haven't seen him for a while. And we have the arches again. I need to be pleased about that. And we have the Guy Fawkes. And we have the double helix. I know I moved this one somewhere. I know it's somewhere. It's kind of ridiculous. Somewhere where I can't find it. There he is. And we have the abolition of the slave trade. That goes over there. And then we have the 2016 Britannia, and then another Shakespeare's Histories. And alrighty. And we have the arches. Start with the arches. The Trinity Lighthouse. And then the Rugby World Cup, 1999. And then Charles Dickens. And we have the locomotive. I know I moved that one somewhere else. Where are you? There we go. Hidden. And then we have Charles Dickens. And we have St. Paul's Cathedral, D-Day. Trinity Lighthouse. And then the Act of the Union. And then Florence Nightingale's birth year. This is £20 of coins in the bags. It's 20 coins each. And we have Marconi Signal 2001. And we have Florence Nightingale £2. And we have Shakespeare's Histories. And we have the 1807 abolition of the slave trade. And we have Act of the Union. And we have the London Underground Roundel. And we have another Marconi. And we have the Welsh Commonwealth Games 2002. And I believe that is the Welsh one there. Yep. And we have the Arches. And we have a Charles Dickens. Absolutely awesome. So just one or two of those. Alrighty. And then we have the D-Day, the World War I Centenary Army. I haven't seen one of these for a while. And we have the Britannia, 2017. So that's a different coin. I'll pop that one there. And we have the Shakespeare's Tragedies. The Jane Austen, look at that, absolutely awesome. And we have the Histories. And we have the Shakespeare's Comedies. Come on. There we go. And then we have the World War I Centenary Armies, just down there. And then we have the nice and shiny 2015 Technologies. And then we have 2014 Technologies. And we have Act of the Union. And we have the Histories. And we have Florence Nightingale. And pop her there. We have another Shakespeare's Comedies. And then we have the World War I Centenary Armies. And then we have Isambard Kingdom Brunel Effigy. And we have the Locomotive. And then we have Lord Kitchener. And then we have Trinity Lighthouse. And then we have the 1807 abolition of the slave trade. Not many more to go now. And we have the Rugby World Cup, the 1807 abolition of the slave trade, Isambard Kingdom Brunel effigy, and we have Robert Burns, and we have Shakespeare's histories, and we have Charles Dickens, and we have Charles Dickens, and we have the histories, and we have the effigy of Kingdom Brunel, and we have the 1807 abolition of the slave trade again. Okay, 5 bags to go. And this is only part 1, by the way, guys. So, no, I'm joking. And we have the Shakespeare's tragedies, Charles Dickens, Robert Burns, Trinity Lighthouse, the London Underground train, Isambard Kingdom Brunel effigy, the London Paddington Underground with Brunel's achievements, I guess, or one of his achievements, many of his builds, Shakespeare's histories, and we have the Marconi 2001 coin. Actually, look at that coin if I can find it. And we have the abolition of the slave trade. And we're down to our last 4 bags. And we're going to start off as we finish with the abolition of the slave trade. And we're going to go with Charles Dickens. We've never seen one of them before tonight. And Isambard Kingdom Brunel. And Florence Nightingale. If you watch all of this, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be singing this in your sleep. 1807 abolition of the slave trade. And we have the Marconi 2001 signal. We have the Act of the Union. And we have the Florence Nightingale. And we have the 2016 Army Centenary coin. And we have the Lord Kitchener. Where are you? So I keep losing you, don't I? There we go. Perhaps you've gone to Uncle Sam. And you don't want to see a pile of bags. Look at that. Oh, there, look. There we go. Just 1 or 2 £2 coins there. And we start as we finish the London Underground, the Arches, Act of the Union. And we have the effigy of Brunel. And we have a 2016 Britannia, which is going to be, was going to be over here. And we have the London Underground logo around all. Charles Dickens. See, so Charles Dickens, get it into your brain. Hypnotise you. Whoops. D-Day. Marconi. Guy Fawkes. Gunpowder Plot. And we have the D-Day. St. Paul's Cathedral. And we have Isambard, Kingdom Brunel, effigy. And you can get the DNA £2 double helix. Are you ready for the last two? Last two. And here we have the King John Magna Carta of 1215. And we have London Underground. And we have Charles Dickens. If I keep doing this and you show this to your friends, you can get them to give you any coin you wish. Marconi signal. Lord Kitchener. Marconi signal. Shakespeare's 2016 histories. The double helix. The World War I Centenary Army. And the histories again. Onto the last bag. And if you've made it this far, then you must be bored. Because and we have World War I Centenary Navy. The World War I Centenary Navy, First World War. And we have another Navy. Fantastic. And we have another Navy. Well, building up a fleet here. And we have another Navy. But you didn't know I was going to say that again because I didn't. And we have another Navy. Wow. The Navy's come back fighting, guys. It's got its big guns out. And we have another flag error with the World War I Navy. And we have another World War I Navy. And we have another World War I Navy. And we have another World War I Navy. And let me just tidy this up a little bit and I'll be back in a second. So that concludes our our £2 coin hunts here. And we have Charles Dickens, the St. Paul's, D-Day, Robert Burns, Double Helix, the histories, Shakespeare, tragedies, Gunpowder Plot, Florence Nightingale, the Arches of Paddington Station with Brunel, Act of the Union, Britannia 2016's Act of the Union, Lord Kitchener, Charles Darwin, the technology coins, the 2017 Britannia, the London Underground train, the King James Bible, the Marconi, Trinity Tower, Jane Austen, is it? And the Magna Carta, the Navy, loads of navies at the end, and of course the comedies, the Guinea, the Rio handover, the Mary Rose, the World Cup, rugby, the Army Centenary, and all 4 of the Commonwealth Games: Wales, Scotland, England, and Ireland. The Rio Centenary, sorry, the London Centenary from 1908 to 2008. The Fire of London, the locomotive, the effigy of Brunel, the abolition of the slave trade, the war from the air, World War One, the Beijing to London handover, and we have the Mary Rose, the London to Rio handover, and that's it. That's my £2 coin hunt, and that was absolutely a fantastic hunt. And so thank you for watching the most unbelievable, believable fraud hunt you will ever see. And I will be doing this again very soon. What are you up to? Have a safe day